Oh, if I can figure out how to transition. There we go. Hey, buddy, what's up? We're back. We're here for round 2. I'm going to lean closer into my microphone because it lets me whisper like this. So we're back here in Muncie for round 2 of the Atomic Game Store Championship. On table 2, Connor got repaired onto table 1, so we're going to go to table 2, get some new meat on the table. We have Joe Martin versus Aneil Seetharam. Joe, you people might know as Coyote, and of course, Aneil, you might know as Mind's Desire. So we got 2 Discord players going at it this round. Let's take a look over to the table and see what we got. So we got Aneil on the left. He is on Crane today. We have Joe on the right, who's on Dragon. Aneil, I managed to glimpse, he is on Unicorn Splash. Joe, I'm not really sure what he's on. Joe is a well-known player in the Ohio meta, that he is very, very off meta. So he's playing some sort of High House of Light deck. We'll see what he's actually doing as we get closer into the game. Alright, so we're going to go through the mulligans and the setup. Aneil's deck is very much a tower deck, so he's going to be using Hunting Falcons and Talismans of the Sun and Gaijin Customs to help keep his Crane character standing and honored, and generally just pushing at Joe with a giant body. Joe is playing a High House of Light deck, so he's going to be playing a lot of cards, a lot of Keyhoes. He's probably playing some version of Mitsu, either the first Mitsu or the second Mitsu. We'll see which one he is playing. Seeker of Void for Joe, and of course Keeper of Void for Aneil. On Kyuden and Kikita, of course. That lovely old-style bordered Kyuden and Kikita. Joe doing his mulligans here. Stand by while I go on mute while we set up. All right, time has been called. It looks like we're still doing the mulligans here over on table 2. Looking over at Aneil's side, we have actually 2 players who are playing both of their available eminent provinces. On the Crane side, we have Suma, City of the Rich Frog. He is on Keeper of Void, so I imagine he's probably got either Weight of Duty or Shameful somewhere under there. And then probably Magistrate Station as his restricted card that will be on the box. And one other province. Gotta be a water province. Midnight Rebels, perhaps? Or the Marketplace as well. Both good choices. On the Dragon side, we have the Dragon Eminent Province. You have to pay a Fate to a Ring in order to attack a province other than that one. Interesting choice. And then he's got City of the Rich Frog. Seeker of Void. I imagine he'll probably have Shameful somewhere under there as well. And then a couple other provinces. As things do. Probably Sacred Sanctuary on the box. Alright, here we go. We see a new name in Aneil's hand. We got the flips on the dragon side. First player, we have a Tranquil Philosopher, a Tempest, interesting, Master Alchemist, the Statuary? Sudden Tempest. Wow, Joe is on something here. I might have to look him some cards myself. Togashi Initiate. And I'm not really, honestly, not sure what that 2-cost monk is. It's got a real long name, though. Looks like Joe's going to throw out the Tranquil Philosopher. It's going to help him stay up on honor and get some rings. Over on the Crane side, we see a Doji Diplomat coming down. He's going to flip over some provinces. Otherwise, in his provinces, he's got a Doji Challenger, Whisper, a Kagyu, and a Hataru. We flip over. There's the Magistrate Station. Neil, that's a big find. And Joe hits the Shameful Display off the Diplomat. Seeker of Void Fate. Pretty powerful. Here comes the Doji Challenger. Looks like he's just going to pile Fate on the Challenger. And he gets honored from Suma as well. Neil with a pretty strong start here. Joe is going to have to try and attack that Magistrate Station so Aneil can't just stand his character over and over. He's going to get a lot of value. First turn Magistrate Station, amazing. Got 5 bids on both sides, and Joe sacrifices Imperial Storehouse to draw another one. Looks like we got a lot of monk stuff and a court games in Joe's hand. And on Aneil's side, we have an above question, a new name, some favored mounts. It's gonna be a game. Joe's coming in. He's gonna go the fire ring at Magistrate Station. Doji Challenger comes in to defend 5-2. Fine Katana comes down, gets another 2. So now we got 7-2. Neil's probably got some duels in hand. He's going to try and use that Proving Ground to draw some cards. He's also, looks like he's got a Talisman of the Sun as well, just in case Joe gets over. It's going to be tough. This is going to be a very rough game for Joe. Another Fine Katana. Just loading up this guy. This guy's going to be his tower for the game. Doji Challenger is a good choice. You can also slap a new name on him and turn him into Kagyu if he ever needs to, if he runs out of stands or just wants to draw some cards, even up on political. Takashi Acolyte comes down on the Philosopher. Looks like Joe is committing this guy to be a tower. 9-3.
What is it called? Fire and oil. I call it.
Bonsai comes down for Joe. I'm going to give him +5.
Gotcha. Cool.
8-9. Talisman of the Sun. This Magistrate Station is protected. Even if Joe does get over the top, Neil's just going to be able to move him somewhere else. Gross. Centipede Tattoo coming down to help the Philosopher stay around. And Neil moves him over to Shameful Display. Ouch. Looks like 2 glory on the Tranquil Philosopher. 1 glory. 2 glory. Plays a Shrine Maiden at home. Still gives him +1, so now he's 10. Neil goes ahead and fires the Shameful. -2. Joe has a whole bunch of stuff, but he's already played 4 or 5 cards in here. Iron Mountain Stance goes ahead and fires, gives him another 1. And Neil's just going to pass. Another Iron Foundation Stance. Goes 10, draws him a card. New name hits the Doji Challenger. Now 11 to 10. Joe's going to have to play even more cards. Wildfire kick in his hand. Another centipede tattoo. Joe is really going in on this. Both players just playing out their cards. They want it. Hunting Falcon sees a pilgrimage. Oh, interesting. So Joe is running 4 void purposes. Technically. That must be interesting. Probably. If I was him, I would consider that being weight of duty, considering it would always be on. He doesn't really have a way to turn it up. That's deck building decisions. We don't know. Just passes. Aneil wins the conflict, so the Tranquil Philosopher does not bow. Magistrate Station stands up the Doji Challenger, and it's like nothing ever happened, except for both players have a bunch of cards on the table, and Aneil has a fire ring. Aneil comes in. Void at Pilgrimage.
Yeah, but I'm fine with trading a 2-cost character for a 2-cost character. Oh wait, you have foothills, but I don't. Oh, you're gonna get 2 breaks there. Why is on the board?
No, looks like Joe's gonna let him take it back. He doesn't want to pay a fate. In fact, he can't, so he just goes at Foothills Keep. Of course, no harm, no foul. He's already seen the pilgrimage from the Hunting Falcon.
It's also just like I was playing the game.
I mean, the only thing I could have done is just not bow, but you still have the common cause. Not
Looks like Joe defends with just the Shrine Maiden. We got a giant Doji Challenger versus a not giant Shrine Maiden. "12 strength on the Doji Challenger by my count." Trick of the Light blanks the Doji Challenger, so the Strength Philosopher will actually get to attack again. $12 to 1. I'm not even sure what that card does. Mountaintop Vigil. See, Void Roll only. During a conflict, cancel all ring effects until the end of the conflict. Pretty decent. 1 fate. Dragon card. Aneil defends your honor. He really wants to trigger this Void Ring. Aneil goes ahead and breaks the Foothills Keep.
Okay, gotcha.
Aneil's got 0 fate so far. So it looks like Joe is going to get a free attack in here.
Correct. A tattoo, so if I put tattoo on him, then
Oh, yeah, the disguise Kaguya coming in.
crash it. Okay.
Yeah, if Joe wants to play into this political conflict here. It's gonna be tough.
Having two high-class characters.
Forgot about the Kaguya. So easy to forget that Kaguya is in the row, especially when he's on that City of the Rich Frog bearing under all those cards.
Well, that's how you win against crowd, right? You just disrespect them. You just disrespect the crowd. That's how you win.
He's like, shit.
Sorry, I had to get in touch with my inner Chris Potter there.
Looks like Joe's gonna come in here. This is still the first turn. We have two giant characters already. No, Neil's gonna keep the Kaguya back. He's just looking to break another province this turn. He might just be sacrificing the magistrate station to do it. He's just racing now. He's got a big dude. He's gonna go for it. If he really wants to, he could use that formal invite. Joe just doesn't have it. Fires the air ring, but at what cost? Magistrate station still stands. Now Joe's turn to not have any fate. And Neil's gonna go Earth Ring at the pilgrimage with his 11 strength guy. More, less than that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Neil's just gonna get a second break this turn. Shows the power of standing. Shows the power of attachment. This 12-6 character, 11-6 character. Looks like Joe's just out of cards now too. Neil takes the favor. It's political.
I wonder who you're gonna buy.
So if it's 7, you're not breaking it.
Just a little bit of cleanup going on. The Kaguya and the Philosopher staring down each other. Neil flushes the City of the Rich Frog. He wants to find more stuff. Flushes the Hitaru. Good choice. He doesn't have a whole lot of fate. Of course, that's the Corset Hitaru as opposed to the new Hitaru from the most recent cycle. From the second most recent cycle, excuse me. Joe sees a whole bunch of stuff. Master Alchemist, 2 Mitsus. Togashi Initiate. Neil, on the other hand, sees another Doji Diplomat. He's going to see his Stronghold Province now. Going to see Joe's Stronghold Province as well. Oh, the Pursuit of Justice. It makes sense. And, of course, Secret Sanctuary on the Dragon. Aneil now has 0 cost Wealth of the Crane. And that is pretty decent. I think I might have been able to see one in his hand, even. And he sees a dojo, a tea house, a Netsu Cunning Negotiator, and a Proving Ground, and another Doji Challenger. Joe plays his Mitsu. Neil buys the Cunning Negotiator. Puts 1 fate on it. Joe dupes the Mitsu. Neil passes.
What is this one again?
Look at the top 2 cards in my deck. That one is a effect character.
5 to 5. See Gaijin Customs and a couple other stat pumps from Aneil. Does have a Voice of Honor in his hand. Court Games. But Joe, on the other hand, got 2 Void Fists, a Hurricane Punch, and some other cards. More monk stuff. Neil's gonna go in. Military Water. Gonna go at the City of the Rich Frog. With the Kaguya. 11 strength, I believe. 11 strength. Still got that Talisman of the Sun. Pretty happy with where he's at, I believe. Looks like Joe defends with the Mitsu. Two. Oh no, defends. No, defense with the Tranquil Philosopher. For 2. Does have the Togashi Acolyte. That can get pretty big. He's gonna have to get real big to get over that Kaguya and Void Fist him though. Probably too big. I just don't think he has the cards. Just pass. And Neil takes the break. And Centipede Tattoo. Joe bows even though he's got the Centipede Tattoo. See if he remembers. He's the Magistrate Station. Now Neil's at the hard part. Sacred Sanctuary is a difficult province for Dragon. Joe comes in, Military Fire. 4 strength. Magistrate Station with Tea House is 5 strength to break. Oh, he's going at Shameful Display, actually. Oh, there the Talisman fires. Hurricane Punch goes to 6. Shameful Display.
I used to. I used to do it. Characters kind of get away with that to a certain degree. Like, you have to be in the exact right circumstance.
Just like that, Joe's down to 3. Neil's up to 1. Another Hurricane Punch. 4.
Yeah, like, I always use it as an actual character from hand.
He plays a favored mount onto his Kaguya. Thinking about moving in? He does have another Gaijin Customs in hand, we know. So he could prevent this break and come in for the Stronghold. He does, in fact, move in with the favored mount. He goes up to 13. It's a 12 strength Kaguya. And Joe just goes home.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you're right, you did.
See that with crap.
It's terrible. So, you know?
A fairly unsuccessful attack, and here comes Aneil with the Gaijin Customs. He smells blood. He's going in for it.
Yeah.
Goes in with the Cunning Negotiator and the Kaguya. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11 strength showing. He also has the Kakita Dojo and the Proving Grounds. And the Cunning Negotiator. All to help him.
He's not so bad now. Yeah, he's got mega cover. Yep. Once you get up to 5, though, now you're good.
Joe defends with 2 strength. Court games to go up to 5. 5 to 11.
Yep. Okay, so actually it's been erotic. So it's not printed stone, and it's just left. Yep. So like, if you have like a character...
Togashi Acolyte fires, brings him up to 6. 11, 12 for now.
Yep, otherwise...
Uses the Tea House, sends the Acolyte back.
Yes, yeah. So like, let's say you had a... Let's say you buy that Agashi Swordsmith and put 2 katanas on it.
Joe has 2 Acolytes in hand. That's very unfortunate. 2 that he can't use. Not that he had the fate for it anyways. Aneil is currently breaking. And Joe's going to struggle to find a way around this. Hurricane Punch goes on to Mitsu. Voice cancels. Kikita Dojo fires. Kagyu versus Mitsu. He's going to bow him. Or he's not going to bow him. He's just going to cancel his ability to use
We're like, why?
any of his abilities. He's not going to be able to recur a card this turn. Joe has 2 Togashi Acolytes and 2 Void Fists in hand. He's just not going to get there. He doesn't have the strength needed. And there's the handshake. A quick, decisive victory for Aneil. And really showing off the power of this Crane deck. Joe just unfortunately stuck with these cards at hand that he could not use. And quick 2-turn Stronghold break for Aneil.